Hi, my name is Carol. I was born near Christmas, and that is probably why I love pine trees. I remember the beautiful smell of the pine trees that we brought into the house for our Christmas with the train set around the base, and that has stuck with me all of these years. And so today I brought a story about a little pine tree. Once upon a time, there was a little pine tree. And he was a beautiful little pine tree. Beautiful, shiny green needles and with a fragrant scent. The birds sang and the bees buzzed around this little pine tree. But the little pine tree was not happy. He whined and he complained all day long. He just wasn't happy being who he was. He wanted to look a different way, like maybe the oak tree over there on the other side of the forest. As night approached, he went to sleep unhappy. But along came a fairy. And the fairy said, "Little pine tree, I heard that you were not happy. What is it that you want?" "Oh, fairy, I would love to have beautiful gold leaves so that I would sparkle and shine in the sun." "Oh, little pine tree, I grant your wish." So then the little pine tree went to sleep happy. And the next morning, he woke up with beautiful gold leaves. They sparkled and they shone in the sunlight, and the birds sang and the bees buzzed, and he thought, "Oh, this is the life. I am so happy now." And as night fell, he went to sleep happy. But along through the night, along came a robber and stole all of those beautiful gold leaves. Oh dear, when the little pine tree woke up, he was bare. "Oh no, oh dear, oh my, where are my beautiful gold leaves? Oh, they were stolen during the night. I guess that wasn't a good idea to have gold leaves. Oh my, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?" And the birds sang and the bees buzzed in sympathy for the little pine tree, but they didn't offer much help. And towards night, along came the fairy and said, "Little tree, what happened?" "Oh, the robber stole all my beautiful gold leaves. What am I going to do?" "Well, what do you think you would like to be?" asked the fairy. "I think I would like beautiful glass leaves. That way they would shine and sparkle in the sun, and when the wind blew a little bit, they would sound like wind chimes. I think I would like to be a little tree with glass leaves." And the fairy said, "Your wish is granted." So the little tree went to sleep happy and woke up the next morning with beautiful glass leaves. They just sparkled and sparkled in the sunlight, and the birds sang and the bees buzzed, and they admired how beautiful this little tree was. And he was so happy. He just thought, "This is what I really want to be." And that evening went to sleep happy. But during the night, along came the wind and blew off all of those beautiful glass leaves. Crash, bang, clatter. They all broke into little tiny bits on the ground. And when the little pine tree woke up in the morning, guess what? No leaves, no beautiful glass leaves. "Oh dear, oh my, that was not a good idea. I had no idea the wind would come along like that and blow off all my beautiful glass leaves. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?" And the birds sang and bees buzzed, but they couldn't be of any help. So at night, the little tree went to go to sleep unhappy. But along came the fairy and said, "Oh, little tree, What happened to your beautiful glass leaves? Oh, they blew off in the wind and they all broke. Well, what do you think you would like to be? Asked the fairy. I think I would like beautiful big green leaves like the oak tree over there on the other side of the forest. All right, little tree, your wish is granted. So the little tree went to sleep happy and woke up the next morning with beautiful green leaves. Oh, he was so happy. He said, this is really it. This is who I really want to be. And the birds sang and the bees buzzed around and admired how beautiful and green his leaves were. And the little tree was happy all day long and went to sleep that night. And during the night, along came a billy goat and ate all of the leaves on that little tree. Oh dear. And when the little tree woke up in the morning, you know what happened? He was bare again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. First it was the robber that stole my gold leaves, and then it was the wind that broke my glass leaves, and now the billy goat has eaten all my beautiful green leaves. I guess I really should be a pine tree and be happy with that. So at night, the fairy came along again and said, little tree, I see that you have been thinking about who you really are. And the little tree said, yes, I guess I really am supposed to be a pine tree like I was born. Little tree, I grant your wish to become a pine tree again. So the little tree went to sleep happy, and the next morning woke up as a beautiful little pine tree. And it smelled so good. The birds sang and the bees buzzed, and the little tree said, this is who I'm supposed to be. And I wish that I hadn't thought I needed to be somebody else. I am happy as a little pine tree. And boys and girls, I hope that you are happy with who you are. You are just the way you're supposed to be, just like the little pine tree. Merry Christmas.